The way to approach this kind of questions is to first understand the relationship between the two parts of a text. Do the two parts contrast each other or do the two parts support each other? There are only two things possible. So contrasting would mean that the two parts of the text, they talk about contradictory or opposite ideas. Supporting would mean that they do not contrast each other, they do not hold opposite views, they support each other. The support, though, can be in various forms. It could be by providing an example, a reason, evidence, another idea, or just extending the idea through the passage of time. So, okay, so let's see. Let's break this down into two parts. So let this be part one, and uh, this be part two, starting with the transition word. So the first part of the text, it talks about this barren terrain for critical analysis. The second part, it talks about fertile ground, right? Uh, some cultural critic found it so fertile ground. So you can clearly see the contrast between the two parts of the text. The first part talks about barren terrain for critical analysis, but the second part talks about no, that's not really true. One critic found a fertile ground in just its first two stanzas. So this means the two parts they contrast each other. So now what you have to do is find which of the answer choices provides a contrast. Now, option C, it clearly provides a contrast. Nonetheless means in spite of. It's always used to provide a contrast between the two parts of a text. The other words, they will support the two parts in one of this way, one of the ways mentioned here. So that is it. That is means specifically, which is just elaborating the first part of the text. So that is not providing a contrast. Likewise means similarly. So it's talking about the same idea as the first, as discussed in the first part. So that's also not contrasting. In turn would mean as a result or as a consequence. So again, this is not providing a contrast. So we eliminate option D. So this is our answer.